Alright, this is a weekly reading for Cancer the Crab. Let's see, this reading actually has a playlist, which hasn't happened in a while. So we have Katy Perry, Teenage Dream for the Song of the Week. You also have more songs on that playlist if you want to scroll down and look at that. It's kind of based around the same type of subject, but you know, it is what it is. Anyway, we're going to start off with your first card, which is You Right Now. We have the Queen of Swords. The Queen of Swords is honest, truthful, candid, protective, independent, chatty, communicative, witty, funny, principled, fair, constructive criticism, strong, quirky, realistic, objective, and concerned, problem solver, skeptical, intelligent, sharp-minded, sharp-witted, self-reliant, open-minded, sophisticated, a motherly figure, a repressed pain or sadness, divorced, or handed hard knocks in life. So you could be kind of like the ultimate motherly protective person, but you want to be kind of an all-around person. You want to be collectively like tortured soul, independent soul, sophisticated, and all these other things wrapped into one person, but also be independent enough to connect with other people. I myself do that. Is it fun? Yes. If it wasn't fun, do you think I'd be doing this? But I feel like you take it a step further, or you can actually connect with people on a more spiritual basis if you really set your mind to it. And I feel like a lot of people actually look to you for that reason, where you might actually have advice that helps them and you don't really realize it. A lot of cancers do that, where they'll give you the best advice ever, but then they'll act more, overprotective of certain people, or they might act a little bit childish with certain reactions and stuff. So it's going from sophisticated to very childlike. So it's the best of both worlds, especially around Christmas time. So it's one of those things. But it could be the best advice, or it could be something that somebody needed to hear type of advice. I feel like that's what's being dished out this week, so, But I feel like a lot of people need to hear it, okay? So it's not going to be like, oh, I'm overstepping my bounds. I feel like somebody really needs to hear from you. Alright, number 2, we have the week's theme with the Two of Swords. The Two of Swords in reverse is indecision, delays, postponement, seeing the truth, lies being exposed, overcoming fears, worry, anxiety, stress, information overload, overly cautious, emotional turmoil, mental turmoil, holding on to anxiety and resentment, emotional detachments, emotional coldness, being emotionally guarded in a situation. So there might be a situation going on that you feel a little bit more guarded. You might actually be telling a lot of people the truth. That might kind of make you more of, get away from me. I'm kind of in a mood, or I don't really want to talk to too many people, But you could go to one extreme to the next. It really depends. You could also be talking to somebody who's really not in the mood to get advice or be a part of a situation, party poopers. Anyway, number 3, we have the challenge of the week. The challenge of the week is the Six of Swords in reverse. So, trouble coming out of the frying pan and into the fryer, lack of progress, slow healing, trapped, delayed, stuck in a situation, overwhelmed by a situation, causing trouble, rocking the boat, changing, abandoning plans, standing your ground, nowhere to run, stormy relationships, inability, disruption, canceled travel, return from travel, eloping the flock, or accidents in the water. So there's something here that's going to happen that's going to be a little bit devastating to you or somebody else. So, you know, it just might not be the time nor the situation for it. Okay, so I feel like somebody's gonna start like a fight with you, and it's just gonna be like one of those fights where it's like, you said this, and so said this, and so said this, and this person's not gonna have closure on this type of fight or disagreement, because you're probably like going to see your folks, or you're flying, or you're traveling to, you know, your family's house, area, country, basically living space. So it's gonna be like inconclusive. There's not gonna be really anybody who's winning or feeling better about themselves until you decide to acknowledge the problem, which is gonna be totally crazy. It's gonna go from one extreme to the next, because this person that's trying to cause a rift between you and somebody else might kind of be overstepping their bounds to begin with. So it's like, you need to sort this out yourself. And you're just going to leave it at that. You're not really going to, you know, entertain this person's idea. Anyway, number 4, we have a lesson to remember from your past. We have the Emperor in reverse. So there's an abuse of power, excessive controlling, ruggedity, stubbornness, lack of discipline, lack of control, absentee father, or there might be fatherly issues. So maybe your parents are divorced, or your father's kind of like my father, who's, you know, totally a stump. Anyway, there's probably a problem with how you view relationships and yourself and other things going on, and how you perceive other people that have gone through similar situations as yourself. And you might either avoid them or actually befriend them. So, you know, it depends of how you see yourself in a situation. So, number 5, we have a lesson you will learn this week, which is the 5 of Swords. The 5 of Swords is defeat, surrender, changing, walking away, self-sacrifice, self-sabotage, behavior, underhanded behavior, deception, lack of communication, aggression, bullying, intimidation, abuse, violence, crime, murder, assault, standing up for yourself, victory, fighting back, overcoming challenges, serious conflict and hostility, or stress or anxiety. So there's something here that's kind of like, it needs a solution, and it might be a bad solution to a ongoing problem. But I feel like you kind of made it into an ongoing problem, which is kind of interesting, kind of not. But however you choose to solve the problem is entirely up to you. But it also could come with its own set of rules. Okay? So anyway, number 6. Number 6 is going to be the gift you give yourself, which is the 10 of Pentacles. The 10 of Pentacles is unexpected financial windfall, a lump sum will, deeds, a trust fund, insurance, an inheritance, solidarity, funds, foundations, privilege, inheriting, issues, ancestry, family, home, business, responsibilities, values, support, issues, riches, old money, affluence of business empire. We have domestic bliss contracts, pensions, long-term financial security, solidarity, being controversial, traditional, settling down, prenuptials, wedding, marrying into money. So there's something going on here. Whether it's marrying into money or it's inheriting something or a business or um, taking over a business. You could be taking over a business for a friend or whatever. But there's something here that's going on. Okay, so we have in your channeled messages, it actually sounds like a poem. You have bitterness, an aunt, an unhappy family. It sounds like a poem. A very Celtier type of poem. But yes, that is yours. But I do feel like there's a lot going on here. So it's either going to be really good or really bad, or there's going to be a mix of good and bad, but something's going to outweigh it or top it that you didn't see coming. I wish I was a fly on the wall for that, but somebody's always going to try to outshine somebody else, especially in this case. So be aware of that. It's not you, it's this person that constantly have to be thrill-seeking, eye of the tiger, the type of wanting you up. Which is totally fine, because I feel like you can one them up this time, but it's just a matter of how to do it. Anyway, Cancer, hopefully this helps you out in some way, shape, or form, and I will see you in the next reading. So have a happy Christmas, a pagan holiday if you're into paganism, or, just heating up a frozen dinner, because I myself have done that a couple years in a row. It's fun though, you get to watch all of the movies you ever wanted to watch. Anyway, I will see you in the next reading, and hopefully everything works out. I'm not sure, but I feel like you're going to have a very interesting Christmas reunion with your family. So, good luck with that. Anyway, later.